for coming out to the Ragmop Makeshift Miracle book launch. Can we get a round of applause for our two authors, Rob and Jim? My name is Chris Butcher. I'm here from the Beguiling. We're happy, really happy to be hosting this event because we like to do the local events.
Chris Butcher.
No. Thanks, Dave. But honestly, thanks everyone for coming out. This is an amazing turnout, and I think we're shocking and awing the Victory Cafe staff. So thank you for your patience, and I hope you're tipping them well. And first up, I just want to talk a little bit about the two books. Ragmop was a book that was really important to me growing up because I had only really read Marvel comics, and then there were Vertigo comics, which was still corporate comics. I had no real idea that comics could exist from people like me and you. I thought you had to go work from a big company, and then Ragmop came along, and I must have ran into it at a convention or something like that, and it was just mind-blowing because it was engaging, contemporary political ideas, and it was zany, and it was really well illustrated too. And so I loved that comic, and I was so sad to see it end probably a couple issues away before it was going to reach the completion. So I'm really happy tonight to see that it's finally completed and released in a really beautiful collection too, and it's cheap too and just available at the back. And then Jim is a buddy of mine who I was really mean to for like 3 months, where I was like, oh, so you've got a completed graphic novel and you're actually a publisher? And you're not publishing the completed graphic novel. And he's like, no, I can't. So for 3 months, we'd go out drinking, as anyone who knows Jim knows, likes to drink. And a drink, not to drink. It's much subtler. And I would berate him for literally 3 or 4 hours until finally he's just like, all right, I talked to Eric. We're going to do the book. And now we have a book, and it's also available at the back. It's $13. It's very good. And the nice thing is that they're available together as well for $40. So I mean, you could support both authors, or you could hate comics. It's your choice. Your choice. So we're gonna do to hating comics. We're gonna do 2 presentations tonight. First up, Rob and his enchanting and lovely daughter, whose name I don't know. Grace are going to do a presentation, 3 readings, short readings from Rob's comic Ragmop, followed by Jim's process on how he turned a webcomic that's this big into a fully formed graphic novel. So first up, can I welcome Rob and Grace Walton, please?
Aha. Thank you. Okay, Grace, I want you to sit back here so you're not blocking out here. For the artists in the crowd, please take note of the anatomy. Oh well, self-publishing. Ragmop, A Brief History of Crime. Let's go.
All right.
No introductions, let's just do the reading. Intransigent woman! Cygnus XL, in this constellation of the Swan, 6,500 light years from Earth. Did you seriously think I'd let you escape after what you've done? Okay, Walter, calm down. I know I reneged on our deal to give you the O-ring, and you're pissed. I can dig that, like totally. But then again, you did conveniently omit the fact that you were planning on using the O-ring to conquer the universe, conquer the world. Details. 48-year-old eyes. At least I was willing to stop at the world. Prescott wanted to enslave the entire universe, and we love you for it. Sarcasm. It's all a grand game to you, isn't it, Miss Hawkins? Oh yeah, like you're one to talk. Money, power, control, economic imperatives. You've reduced everything to an opportunity you can profit from. Democracy, freedom, equality, merit. These aren't ideals to you. They're the slogans you use to market your brand of despotism to the world. Well, true, capitalism is less concerned with the rule of law than it is with its own inherent tyranny. After all, we're in this for a buck, are we not? Well, here's something that sells. Some good old-fashioned violence. Smack! Oi, that's gotta Bong! Real mature Walter. Is that your answer to everything? Well, it's a good answer. Don't you ever get bored? Infinitely. I'm bored of dissent and people who don't know when they've been beaten. I'm bored of Noam Chomsky and Michael Moore. I'm bored of David Icke saying I'm a 7-foot-tall reptile from the 4th dimension. Most of all, I'm bored of you, Miss Hawkins. I'm bored of this little game of cat and mouse. Well, it's game over, Miss Hawkins. Time to die. Hokey smokey. It's better without the glasses, isn't it? Ragmop presents Alice Hawkins in A Brief History of Crime. Mother! Where's my costume? What is it, dear? Where's my costume? Now, Alice, calm down. You don't want to be all flushed when your gentlemen callers arrive. Oh, I don't have any gentlemen callers, Mother. I'm taking part in a heist, and I'm going to be late because I can't find my costume. I'll never forget that day on Blue Mountain when I received 17 gentlemen callers. Mother, my costume, where is it? You mean that hot little Abraham Lincoln number? Your sister borrowed it. Oh, this is great. Could this day possibly get any worse? Oh, forget it. Just cue the flashback. Cue the flashback! Cue the flashback! It's not a flashback, okay? Literally, a flashback is a character thinking back on something. It's not me telling the story in a different order. All right? Yeah. It pisses me off when people say it's a flashback. I'll tell you when it's a fucking flashback. And I'll tell you when to cue it. Now cue the flashback. Yes, Miss Hawkins. Abraham Lincoln. There, you see that? It's a chapter heading. It's not a fucking flashback. So, what do you guys think of the boss? He looks like the Thing, right? Am I right? The Thing. Yeah, you know, from the Fantastic Four. It's clobbering time. He does not. He looks like Max the Butler from Cats Don't Dance. Excuse me, but isn't that a kid's cartoon? It's an animated feature, wise guy. I don't believe it. We're working with a guy that reads comic books. Watches cartoons. Well, at least I'm not the geek reading comic books. They are not comics. They're sequential art. Say it, never! Hey! We're supposed to be professionals. Besides, I think the boss looks like Lawrence Tierney. Kojak! Mr. Clean! Eric von Stroheim! So you like to joke, huh? You like to dress up in your sister's panties with the embroidered tulle lace and giggle like a bunch of schoolgirls. Is that right? What the? What are you guys wearing? You guys wearing name tags? Well, sure, boss. I thought it helped to, you know, break the ice. Break the ice? Oh, yeah, sure. And after the meeting, we can dress up in our sister's baby dolls with the pleated bodice and ruffle trim and have a spanking good time. Hey, what is this, the Kit Kat Club? Is he always like this? Only on Adderall. Shut up, you! Now listen up. Under no circumstances do I want any of you to relate to each other by your Christian, Jewish, Muslim, or drag queen names. I don't want to know what bank you robbed, or sports team you bet on, or what style of lingerie your sister wears. I'm gonna give you all code names. If you want, you can write them on your name tags. Okay? These are your names. You're Hoover. You're Taft. You're Franklin D. Roosevelt. And you're Lincoln. Whoa, I'm